Hey everybody, Ryan here at Etrailer. Today on our 2021 Subaru Forester, we're going to be checking out the CURT Premium hitch-mounted bike rack. So right off the bat, I think this is going to be a great way to carry around a lot of bikes on the back of your Forester. And the one that we're checking out today can hold up to a total of 4 bikes. But if you need to carry an additional one, there's a 5-bike version available as well. But with that said, you know, this is a super simple setup and very effective. It's going to do a great job. The way it's going to work is it's going to hold your bike down in 3 different spots. So you're going to have a strap here and here, and then one more down here along your seat post. And what this is going to do is act as an anti-sway strap, and that's going to help prevent that side-to-side movement when you're going down the road. You know, that way your bikes aren't banging into each other. With that said, let's go ahead and pop the bike off the rack so you can take a closer look at it. All you're going to have to do is pull down on the straps. I'm going to swing them up and out of the way. Same deal for this one here. And we're able to grab our bike, pull it off, and go hit the trails. The cradles here, where your bike's frame is going to rest, are made from to me, it almost feels like a really hard rubber or soft plastic. And what's kind of cool is they're adjustable, so 3 different sides, you know, and you can position these whichever way your bike fits on the best. There's a bunch of different attachment points for our straps. And again, you know, super versatile. However you want to connect it, you can. And the straps are actually pretty impressive. They're nice and thick, and you know, I feel like they could take a beating and hold up pretty well. You know, we use this rack pretty often here at Etrailer, putting it on the back of different vehicles, so it gets quite a bit of use, and these things hold up really well. With that said, just so they're not, you know, flopping around whenever we're not using the rack, I do suggest just kind of putting them around one of those anchors to keep them secure. Something that you do need to think about whenever you have the rack on the back of your Forester, it is going to extend the overall length of your Subaru. And if you're wondering how much, if you go from the very back here to the very edge of the rack, it's going to be right at 40 inches. So it does take up a little bit of space, and something you want to think about, you know, if you have a small garage and you're pulling into it, or maybe even a tight parking spot, something like that. Good news is though, these arms actually do fold down. There's going to be a pen and clip that you can pull out. Swing the arms down. And if you're going to drive around with it like this, perfectly fine. I do suggest just reinstalling that pen and clip. And now it made a relatively large rack into a compact one. And it looks like the furthest point is going to be all the way down here. I'll take that same measurement. And with it like this, it only looks like it's going to add about 14 inches to the back of your Forester. So in this position, really shouldn't give you any issues if you do go to pull into a small garage or that tight parking spot. One of the big questions that we do get asked all the time in regards to hitch-mounted bike racks is if you're still going to be able to have access to the back of your Subaru. And the answer with this one is yes. It does fold down out of the way and allows us to do that. There's going to be a few things that we need to do here. We're going to pull out this pin and clip. We can loosen up this T-handle. Then pull up on this mechanism here. That's going to lower down. And then that's going to give us all the space that we need to get in and out of the back of our Forester. Moving down here, the rack is going to work with those 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube openings like we have here today on our Subaru. And it's actually going to come included with an anti-rattle bolt. And what this is going to do is eliminate any slop or play here in the connection point. So just to kind of give you an example of that, let's say if we're going down the road, you know, hitting some bumps, you can see that the rack is going to move with our Forester and not on its own. So when it comes down to it, this is going to be a great simple way to carry around a lot of bikes. And honestly, I think regardless if you have bikes on it or not, it's going to look really good on the back of your Subaru. And if you're anything like me, you always want to see the product you're interested in actually working or in action. So let's go ahead, load this up with some bikes, take it out on the test course, and see how it does. This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway. And that'll finish up our look at of the CURT Premium Hitch-Mounted Bike Rack on our 2021 Subaru Forester.